I am so disappointed in myself because the time is 6:30. How crap is that? I'm normally up, let's say 4:35. Between that time, I do have an alarm that goes off at 4. Ain't gonna lie, I do like to snooze that one. But for it to be 6:30 and I'm only just leaving the house, well, a boot full of, say, like forks, glasses, stuff like that. So I'm going to drop that off. I've also got next to me 2 boxes full of like canned foods, like kidney beans and sauces that we're just not going to use for the time being. I'm just going to get them moved. I'm going to do a run in that area today. So I said to Freya, why do I not make the most of it? Get up at 4, go drop the stuff off, and then run around the area. I woke up at 6. I literally turned over and went to Freya like, how is it 6? I hardly heard any of my alarms. I know I snoozed 2 on the watch. That's pretty dangerous. And then I was sat there for like 2 minutes contemplating, like, do I go do this run? Do I not? Do I go drop the stuff off? And I thought, stuff has to be dropped off. And this run has to be done. So we're on the way. It's annoying, but things like this just happen. You know, there's no point crying over it. Yes, I'm running later than I wanted to, and yes, I am driving there later. The main reason why I wanted to do the run that early and drive over that early was to avoid the traffic, because I could have been back home by 7, which is great because it's like 6:30 now. Roads are pretty clear. Now it's going to be like 9 o'clock when I'm driving back, and it might be busy, which is the one thing I was trying to avoid. But you know, gonna finish this, which just 2 scoops of carbs and electrolytes powder, which gives me 40-ish grams of carbs and then 500 milligrams of sodium, so which is good, you know, for a nice little easy run. Powders like this are just my best friend because I really don't enjoy drinking in the morning. I will probably, when we're fully moved in, we'll give like a little house tour. I don't see the point to do it right now when there's literally, it's just empty. We got a fridge, we got a cooker, dishwasher, washing machine dropped off on Saturday. Then on Thursday, so in a couple of days' time, we're going to have our furniture dropped off. Tomorrow, I'm up early again, driving to the place, taking my bike. So that's going to be like bike box, a couple of other bigger things, so like Rome's beds, like TV stand that we've got, that'll drop that off, and that'll just go in that car. The final part to the move will be just our clothes and just taking all that stuff. So it's gonna be gradual. Oh, I need to take my desk as well, which will be Wednesday. That'll be Wednesday night. So yeah, it's gonna be gradual stuff. And yes, it's gonna be like every single day there's gonna be something that we're moving. Wow, the sunrise looks amazing. But it's just gonna be like done. I just want the days to go so much quicker because I want to be moved in, as I'm impatient. So gonna get to the place. I've got about 15 minutes left of the drive. If I get a good view of the sunrise, I'll show you guys it because it's absolutely beautiful. But gonna finish the carbs, Gonna turn this aircon down up a little bit because it's absolutely freezing in here. I'll unload the car, then go for my run, and then probably pick this up a little bit during the run, and then after the run. That's the run complete. You can kind of see, it's a bit echoey as well, the skeleton of the place. Got no grass outside as well. Need to get that turfed. See? So the run, I would say, was average. I'm still slightly feeling the pain on my right quad. That's a little bit stiff, and I've got a little bit of pain in my shins, both of them. I don't think they're shin splints. As I've said before, I hate when people self-diagnose shin splints. I just think it's a little bit of overuse and not stretching. And probably because I went for I hit a 10k PB, which probably would have resulted in just obviously me running faster than I have before, and it's just what we call a little bit of pain here and there. So nothing that I'm worried about. I've got a rest day tomorrow, but it's a cycle, and it's just like an hour-long endurance cycle. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to show you this actually. This is basically a maid's room. It's got not much space. It's got a bathroom, and then it's got like this box room, and this is going to be my office. So with that, it's where my desk, my work stuff's going to be, and the bike is basically just going to be where I do my cycling workouts and stuff like that. Just so we can keep this area nice and clear and kind of like not cluttered with my bike and stuff like that. I've not really decided how I'm going to operate the bike though, just because I'm thinking my desk will go here, which means the bike theoretically is going to go here. But I want a bit of shelving on this wall to make this look a little bit nicer. So it might be a case of the bike has to be taken on and off the trainer, which is a little bit annoying, just so I can have the space. But I'll have a little play around, and we'll kind of like gauge what I can do when we've got everything here. But got to get back to the other place now. It's so depressing to say that, but at least we have somewhere, and it's not like, if I say at least I've got two places to stay currently, being ungrateful, but it's also at least like, because we're waiting for furniture, what would we have done? Because we have a furnished place from when we got the keys of the first to Thursday. Like where would we have slept? We would have just had to get a hotel or something. So this is kind of like a nice blessing. So gonna get back to the humble abode, see Freya, see the baby. Happy Friday. We've officially moved. I'm so sorry, it looks like we're sat having a press conference right now, but as you can see, looks a lot different to the other day. So we've had a couple of rejigs, shuffles around this week, just due to scheduling and not being able to get certain things done. But after this weekend, I've got a business event this weekend, which is basically tomorrow, or today I should say, from around 5 o'clock my time till 7. Have a networking drinks at the owner of my mentorship's house, and it's just with all like his top group. So it's like one not to miss. So just to obviously put it in perspective, there's 3 tiers to his coaching or his business service. There's the first one, which is called the OTE, which is like entry level, we'll call it that. Then there's Inner Circle, which is where you hit a certain threshold in income, you get invited to that. Basically, it gets more advanced as you go through it. And then there's the third one, which is invite only, and that's called Founders Board. And Freya and myself have been on it since it first started, which is nice. But so we've got that, and it's like a Founders Board drinks at his house, so there'll be probably like 6 or 7 people. Then tomorrow, Saturday, there's a full day of like educational like teachers, which is at the Mandarin, in the new one in downtown. So that's like 8:30 to 5, long ass day, but also they are very draining. And then Sunday there's meant to be a 4-hour yacht day, which is where it's kind of like break off rooms, and it's kind of like conversational style stuff. Out of the 3 days, that's the one I don't enjoy the most. But also, I'm just not going to that one, mainly because I can't leave Freya Friday night, whole of Saturday and Sunday, just to be single parent. I feel bad. So we spoke about it. I said I'll go to the ones I enjoy the most, or go to the 2 that I enjoy the most, and then one of them I'll miss, and kind of do it like this. Plus, tonight, Friday night one, a couple of hours, it's fine. I only have some, and Sunday my social battery is always so drained. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of how things are going to play out. Now, got this, and we'll get this up. So I'll just run through. Today's run is going to be 5 times 800 meters. Let me just shuffle things around. 5 times 800 meters, and it says at faster than 5k. So this is 10-minute warm-up, 5 lots of 800 meters at 4:24 to 5:01, and then recovery walk of 1 minute between each one, and then a 10-minute cool down. I messaged my coach saying, do you mind if I do a run Friday, Saturday, Sunday? He said, no, I don't want you to. So it's just gonna be that run, and then on Sunday we're going to be doing an hour and 25 long run, which I don't know where I'll do. Maybe around here, find a running location, or I'll go to the beach. With long runs, I do like doing at the beach. It's a little bit more motivating. But anyways, let's consume this. Then I'll do 10 minutes of stretching. So much more space that I can do some more stretching just there, which is great. Don't have to go outside straight away. So I'm gonna consume this, do some stretches, and then get going. So I will pick you up probably. It's a recovery. No, it's not. It's 800 meters. So it's intervals. The likelihood of me carrying the phone, this, and talking during the run, very low, but I'll capture some clips. So get you after. Good morning. So it's the final run of the week. We have got an hour and 25 minutes of running to do, and then we go into a small taper. Let's just run through what the actual run is going to be. I'll just say it's 5:30. Been down here since around 5 o'clock. I had some carbs, then I needed number 2, so that's what I've been up to. I've basically given myself until like 6 o'clock latest to be out the house. As I want to do my stretches as well, just to make sure we don't have any issues. So
we have endurance, and it does say 3 times 10 at faster than 10k. So 125, 14.17k overall. We have a 30-minute warm-up. Then we have 3 lots of 10 minutes at 5 to 5:15 pace. And then 5 minutes at like zone 2 to zone 3. And then a 10-minute cooldown. So that is the run. Now I have had 3 scoops of carbs, which I don't know how much it gives me. I think it might be 60 grams of carbs. So we've got that. We've had that, and I'm also going to take 2 gels with me. If I take them both, I take them both. If I take one, I take one. I just want to have more. And then I do have like a bottle of water with me, but I don't like carrying things in my hand. And I'm not wearing I've not bought a belt. Like, I've got my belt, but I've not bought like a jacket because I'm not needed to yet. But I'll gauge what run's gonna look like in the next couple of weeks, and then debate whether I need to get one. So, I'm running around here, which I am a little unsure on, just in terms of like, I feel like I run so much better when I'm at the beach because there's loads of people there. But, you know, I didn't want to drive over there today. I thought, let's just try it around here. I also got to learn to self-motivate for these longer runs, so we're going to do it here. We're doing it with no headphones as well. Just rolling my feet out currently. If you don't have one of these, they are so good. You can also get like balls as well, or I have like a client that I coach and she puts a tennis ball in the freezer, so you could also do that. So as it's a longer run, I'll be able to talk a little bit on the run because I realised I didn't digest last run as well after it. So I'll kind of run through that as well on the run. So I'm going to do my stretches, and then when I'm out and about running, as you can see, it's very dark at the moment, but when it lightens up and I'm on the run, I'll start to talk a little bit about last run. Okay, so about halfway into the warm-up, thought best time to just start talking about how the run on Friday went, and actually went really well. Normally, when I don't pick up the camera after a run, it's normally a sign of I'm annoyed, but it was just because I got home around 7:15, and basically I just went upstairs and helped Freya up because she was awake with Rome. So that's the only reason it was like such a quick transition. But what I'm probably going to have to do is finish the back end of the runs as I'm coming up to the house that way, just in case they're awake, so I can always give like my views and thoughts on how the run went ASAP. But yeah, we were running at between like 4:20 and 4:50 kilometer pace for the 800 meter stint, which is really good. So that just meant pace is defo increasing. I'd probably say endurance is as well, just because it can hold that pace for a little longer, whereas like it used to be like 100 meters. So lots of positives to take from that run. Now, this run currently is going well. I do feel a little bit tight, but as I've mentioned before, normally like the 4 to 5k mark again, sometimes loosen up a little bit more. So hopefully that happens. But found a nice track that I'm running around. Basically, like all the new builds have this track going around. So I'm just following that. And there's like building work going on along here. And there's signs that say cycling trails, jogging trails, which is great news. So cycling trails I already knew about. They go into the desert, max, I think it's like 100k to do a loop of one bit, which is incredible. So, and it's all just bike only track. So I have that to practice on. I'll get this 10k out the way next Sunday, so we're a week away from the 10k race. Going into a taper this week, which is 2 30-minute easy runs, with one of them has like, I think, strides at the end, and then like a 20-minute shakeout run. So nice, simple week, and then Sunday we have the 10k, which I'm looking forward to. I'm excited. We've been working hard, and this is only race 1, and it's a race in a training block as well. So from this race, I believe there's December, January into February, 3 months left of the half marathon training. So the hard work we're putting in now, or hard work we've put in, will show on race day on Sunday, and then we've got even more work that we're going to put in. And then in December time, I'm going to start looking for the rest of the year races and get them booked in. So just going to continue to run this track. I actually love where we live. It's out the way. It's in the desert basically. Yes, it's getting built up, but it's just nice. Like for now, then it'll be really built up, and for right now we'll move further out. But I will probably have to stop once or twice, not due to anything, it's just a map. I tried to map before we came out. Obviously, the route was like 11k, and it's not just like running around the edges a couple of times and stuff like that. So I'm predicted to run 14, so it'll probably be like 11k loop. Try and add in an extra 1 or 2k add-ons, and then just like run around the block of it when I get back. That is the run done, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel absolutely incredible. So we had scheduled 14k. Let me just tell you, hour and 25-minute run, 14.7k, average 6 minutes per kilometre. Now I've gone and done an hour and 32. We did 10 miles, so 16.1k in a 5:43 pace. I don't know why I went the extra. I think, you know, I hit the time. I think I had like just over 1k left to hit 10 miles. I was like, right, let's just push for that. This was like one of the first long runs I've had to just like self-motivate and anything like that. It went really well, especially like speaking to some friends about running with headphones, and I've just done that without, and I actually think I could do any run without headphones on. Now, let's say for example I was doing an ultra marathon, like I want to do one of them backyard ultras,
I would probably do that in loops with headphones on, if it's allowed. Like, do one loop with, one loop without, until I get annoyed at the music. That's normally what happens. That's why I don't actually run with them anymore. Just getting back into the complex now, and I'll catch you in the next video.